Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission, sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGems.com. KeishaGems.com.
Welcome to episode 9 of Just Dropping Gems podcast. My name is Keisha Christian, holistic lifestyle coach, author, and owner of Keisha's Gems LLC. This episode is sponsored by #Pure Romance by Venice. Venice Richards, your pure romance consultant, inspires women to enhance their intimate lives and take care of their sexual health. Book your party today with her. Information is in the show notes or in the description box below. My guest on this episode, entitled How is Your Financial Literacy, is Aunjane Johnson. She is the CEO and founder of Destination Prosperity Multi-Service Company. Welcome back to the show, Aunjane. I'm so excited to have you on as my guest.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, we're going to be talking about how to measure your financial literacy. Like, how is your financial literacy? And I went over to my good friend Google to get the definition. What is financial literacy, you might be asking yourself? Financial literacy is the ability to understand how money works, how someone makes, manages, invests it, and also expends it, especially when one donates to charity to help others. In-depth knowledge of financial literacy is required to understand how money works and how it could work for you, even when you're sleeping. By investing in profitable areas like stock or money market. To understand money and how it works, it's important to understand common financial literacy principles such as financial goals, budgeting, investments, contracts, and employment models. And I have to tell you, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, the guest we have on today, Aunjane, she has a background in this, and she also coaches people to help with their financial literacy so that they are not working for the money, but money's working for them. So Aunjane, so excited. So to recap from the last episode, we actually talked about what is financial, we actually talked about what's financial health and how that helps with one's financial situation. We went into Aunjane's background and what was the root of her financial problems and what helped her to actually come into this line of business that she's doing today, which I think is phenomenal. It's great. So Aunjane, tell us a little, please, about the strategies you use to help with your financial health.
Well, one that we definitely took off with in the last episode was financial affirmations. You have to tell yourself that, you are capable of, managing your finances. You will not be broke. Money is not the root of your evil, things like that, just so that you can have this pep talk before you go shopping. Especially if there's a lot of sales going on and you have a problem, definitely do that. But another strategy is also just, being particular about my finances, really sitting down and budgeting and seeing where my money is going. If I'm eating out too much, I can pay attention to that because I hold on to a lot of my receipts and I go through my bank statement frequently. I want to see, where am I overspending? Where am I spending, enough? I want to make sure I'm in the right numbers as far as how I divide my money up.
Oh, got you. So it sounds like you do sort of like a pie chart.
I wouldn't say that. I would say I obligate certain amounts of money to things. So I calculate, but every time of the month we pay our bills on the same dates. So I know around that time how much those bills are and what my income is going to be versus my expenses. Mm-hmm. So I automatically take my bills out and I see what I have left. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to use this much for promotion for the business. I'm going to use this much because I might need some new blazers. I am expecting, so I have had to go up a few sizes. So I had to do a couple of blazers, but I wanted to make sure I control it. And the only way to do that is to give yourself an allowance. Say, this is how much I'm going to spend on miscellaneous. Like if I want clothes, if I see, if I need some shoes, things like that. If you need them, okay, you already have 200 pair of shoes, don't do it. But it's just based on, your needs. Sometimes you might have to go grab a couple of things. Sometimes I recently got into accessorizing, because I'm not a big accessory person. But with me, having all these brands approaching me and things like that, knowing I'm going to be doing photo shoots and going to be going out a lot, I figured I should start putting into my budget for my miscellaneous money a little bit of paparazzi, a little bit of different jewelry pieces to make myself look more professional and more well put together. So,
okay.
Yeah, so it's just I plan out how much I can spend on what, and I also leave an amount that I cannot touch. This is how much needs to stay in the account at all times.
Okay, so you have what you call those discretionary funds.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So this sounds like you're really organized about the what you use to help with your financial health, which I think is great. And I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you need to listen to the last podcast, episode 8. Because Aunjane, actually, she came from homelessness to now teaching others how to have financial literacy and how to manage their money, which I think is awesome. So you really need to check out episode 8 as she goes into depth about her story. So Aunjane, I wanted to now talk about your business and I know why you went into your business, which I think is amazing, how people take their struggles and they turn that into a business to help other people. I love the fact that you're an educator and you're teaching people how to manage their money, manage their funds, even how to do marketing, which I think is amazing. I would definitely be using you for marketing because I will need help with that as my business expands. I think it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. So what I want you to do is, go into depth more about your business now. I have to tell you, Aunjane could tell you exactly what she does instead of me. So Aunjane, go into more depth about your business.
Okay, so on top of being a financial educator, I am also a business startup coach, which allows me to bring both into one. So what I do for entrepreneurs specifically is help them with their marketing and advertising plans. I feel like you're either going to overspend or underspend on marketing, and you have to make sure that you invest in things that give you a return on your investment. Just like someone invests in the stock hoping that they're going to get a big payout, if the stock does well. Same thing that you need to do for your company as well. So I help them, look at all of the different platforms that are out there and help invest in a smart way. As far as anyone else, just someone that may be living a life that they're not exactly happy or satisfied with. They want to live in a better neighborhood. They grew up in a family that was always, dealing with low income issues, things like that, and they want to build. So I help them take the money they have now and learn how to invest into either their own business or teach them about different apps and things out there that will help take their spare change and invest it into things that can grow their money. There's a lot of smart ways to work your money, and I feel like I wanted to make it my responsibility to help those people. I don't want people walking around depressed about funds. I want them to be able to live an abundant life, be able to take their child to, water parks, and everyone wants to take their baby to Disneyland. All of that. It's really all a dream for a lot of people because they're like, no, I can't afford that. But I say you can. And that's my goal, is to help people actually get to those goals.
Okay, so can you give us an example, like with one of your workshops? What exactly would that look like? I'm thinking, because you said you're also a business startup coach.
Yes.
And you also educate. So you actually merge those two together. So do you give workshops where you actually merge those two worlds together?
I do, actually. I will start off, my workshops have a lot of materials from different organizations. They actually send them to me to teach with. So I do workshops for free because you can't sell other people's information. So it will just start off with, what are finances? How do you break down finances? How do you save? How do you give? How do you spend properly? And so it will just break out all the dynamics of how to manage your money, certain places they can invest their money, and also habits that they may have that they don't realize they do. And it kind of just helps you open your eyes to the world of finance. A lot of people just know, I know how to go make the money. I just don't know what to do with it. I just spend it on whatever. That's really people's attitude. Because what we're taught is to just go to college, go get a good job, and that's it. That's it. When you go to school, they don't teach you anything else. So that's my goal, is to go back into the education, put you in a classroom and tell you, well, this is the part that they missed. So let's talk about the finances. Let's talk about, well, I want this. I want to have this type of car. I want to have this type of house for my kids. I want, and not, realistic goals, of course. We don't try to get a Porsche. Let's get a decent Toyota Camry or something. How are we going to save money so we can afford this? You don't have to go pay 26% interest on a vehicle. You can actually manage your finances well enough that you can go buy it cash. Or if you do finance, you can get a low interest rate and pay it off faster. So that's the goals that I talk to them about. And it really, you'd be surprised how many people react like, oh my God, I wish I knew this information. So with entrepreneurs, with me, it's more, what funds do you need? Are you working right now? Okay, perfect. So let's take the money that you're currently using. Let's forget about business loans and let's invest into your company with each check. Let's see what your bills are. What are your automatic expenses, and let's take a portion out that we can use towards your business. So we can get your business cards. I have kits and things that I customize for them. So if they can't afford to buy the entire kit, like logo, website, brochures, everything, the cards, anything they're going to need to be able to set up as a vendor at an event and actually be a legit business, I have that in an entire kit for them. So,
also, in the kit, you actually will have a vendor that does logos, someone who does the business cards, or how does that kit work?
Well, I have a designer that I use, a graphic designer who does my business card designs, my logo designs, and then I have a web designer who does a simple 3-page website for them for under $100. And I also have someone that I use for their promotional items as far as like a banner. They're a little retractable banner that you can put up at a table. I have that for them, and they do same-day shipping. So I have a team that I work with locally, and we get it all done together.
Oh, I like that. So that is so great for an entrepreneur. I wish I had you around when I first started, because I had to figure out all this stuff myself. So if someone comes to you as a new business owner, you're basically setting out a plan for them, and you're like, here, this is what you need. Exactly.
Now go out there and do it. Now included in the kits is 4 power hours with me, because I'm not going to send you out there and you don't know how to shake a hand and say what you do. I teach them everything. I teach them how to network, the importance of building their network. I tell them what events to go to. I'm literally their coach. I tell them, hey, don't go here. You're not going to leverage off anything here. There's not going to be anyone there you can, collaborate with. We're looking for collaborations. We're looking for ways to get access to a market. So that's what I teach people. And it's actually worked for a lot of my clients. So I'm pretty excited. Actually, one of my other clients recently, we went to a networking event together, because I like to go with them, because I work with people locally in surrounding cities, so I can physically, help them out. And she actually got asked to go to a Fox News consultation so that she can possibly market her business on their platform. So I was excited to be there when that happened, because she loved how she presented herself. And she said, hey, can you set up a consultation with me? I want to put you on this platform. There's not people out here that are doing what you do at your price. And I feel like you need to be out there. And I was just sitting there like, oh my goodness, that's my client. Like, I taught her pitch. I taught her all of that. So it's really, really exciting.
Nice. So you actually give them a script to go by.
I help them. Because when you go out networking, you have to have a pitch. You have to have something you can say really quick. This is my name. This is what I do. I'm looking for this. And that's it. Don't go into, 5-10 minutes, because then you lose them. I teach them a pitch under 1 minute. Then they can say if they have to go to a networking event and stand up and, introduce themselves, where they have, I teach them exactly how their face should look, everything, like the confidence, all of that. I don't know what it is. I have a thing where I'm very particular about how they represent themselves in business. So I'm not a drill sergeant, but I am a coach.
Well, no, that's great. So you're actually lifting up you're actually raising your clients to their best selves. That's what I basically could see. Do you do like any I would say any positive affirmations with them, things they could possibly say to themselves in case they're nervous when they go to these events? Because I could definitely see it being overwhelming.
Yes, I offer them. I'm that person that you can call, and even if you're not paying me, I will still talk to you. So we can set up a power hour, of course. But if you're going into an event and you like feel like, oh my God, I can't do this, I tell them call me. I don't care if it's 6 o'clock and I'm walking into one myself. Just talk to me real quick. And I tell them, hey, this is your baby. God gave you this vision. You need to, you know, this is the only way to get it out there. You have to talk to people. Smile. Don't think about it. And I was like, and I tell them, think of somebody that inspires you. Think of a woman with confidence that, you know, and put yourself into their shoes, you know, and they have their own business. They market themselves well enough where you feel inspired by them. So turn yourself into them for the night. Be someone else. Be the businesswoman. Be the person that you see when you go to sleep at night and you wish you could be her. It doesn't have to always be a wish, even if it's for 2-3 hours a night that you can be this person. Go ahead, dress up, you know, put your makeup on, pretend you're someone else for 3 hours. And when you come back, you'll get used to it. You know, that first networking event is always nerve-wracking for people because they don't know who to talk to. They don't know what to say. So I walk them through the process and say, keep your ears open, you know, keep your eyes open, look presentable, look like someone that's easy to approach. People will come talk to you. Go to the bar, go where everyone's going. You know, I teach them different techniques because I understand everyone's not a people person. I wasn't always a people person. I'm actually an introvert. I just know how to talk to people.
Oh, me too. I'm definitely an introvert. But when it comes to my business, I'm an extrovert, you know, and I had to really, it took me a while to get there too. So I definitely understand what you're saying. I just wish I had a coach, you know, like that is amazing if you're just starting a business. No, I'm telling you, we have to check out Aunjane. She's in Texas. So if you're in the Texas area or if you live in Texas, reach out to Aunjane. All her contact information will be in the description box and in the show notes because she is amazing. I just see you being a real powerhouse. I see you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And no, I do business outside of Texas. So if someone actually wants to reach out to me and they don't live here, I do still work with them. It's more comfortable for people to know, you know, where I'm located. But if you're listening and you feel like I'm a coach for you, we can make it happen. There's why they created video chats. So we can always video chat and get it done.
Yes, we have FaceTime, we have Google Hangouts, you have Zoom, you have Skype. So you don't have to be in Texas, as Aunjane said. You know, reach out to her, everyone, because this I'm telling you, this lady right here, I don't know. I see you like on Good Morning America or something.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I received that.
I do. I see it. I see other things too. We'll talk about that when I get off the podcast. But definitely, I see it. You are amazing, girl. So you actually do like you do visualizations basically with your clients. Because I like what you're saying. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. So who do you see yourself like? So as an example, like we'll say Oprah. So you might tell them how to study Oprah.
Exactly. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You have to study those people that inspire you and move like they move. Not exactly as they do, but make it your own.
Exactly. Nice. Do you do like vision boards or anything with your clients?
You know what? I was actually going to start doing that because there was a lady that does counseling and she started doing vision boards at different Starbucks. And I was inviting my clients out to do it with her. But I was actually thinking about doing my own because you can do it online. I didn't know that. I just found out about that.
You could do vision board online? Yes,
there's actually a group. I have her as a friend on Instagram and she does them all the time. And I look on there and get all kind of outfit ideas for business and stuff. But apparently it's like this digital thing where you can put a vision board together and they have a group where they share it. So.
Oh, okay. I just went on Google because, like I said, Google's my best friend. So I just go on Google Images and I just look for images I like and I just put it together in Word. That's what I've been doing. But I didn't know there was a place you could go and they actually make a digital, you know what I mean? I didn't know that.
Right. Yeah, it's actually her own group, and I have you on Instagram, so I'll actually get you the information and maybe you can talk with her and, see if some people are interested in doing vision boards. Maybe they can join her group because I'm going to collaborate with her for my clients that are not local so that we can do that together. That's actually something I've been thinking about, and talking to you is almost confirming that for me
Oh,
because I
okay.
feel like I should be doing vision boards with them as much as I coach them.
Yeah, I definitely see that because you're using visualization. You might not call it that, but that's what you're doing. And definitely, we have to, when you want to tap into the subconscious mind, when you start to believe you are that thing, you become it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like I mentioned to you in other conversations, words are very powerful. So when you talked about going out, especially when you don't want to shop, so you say different affirmations to yourself. The
Yeah.
same thing could be done. But I love the strategy you have, like act like you're on the phone so people don't think you're talking to yourself. You don't go out there looking crazy. Or put the headphones in your ear and then act like you're talking to someone, but you're actually talking, saying affirmations to yourself. So you could actually do that too if you are going into a networking event
Yes.
to boost self-esteem. Oh, I love it. I love that, Aunjane. Ooh, that is great.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Aunjane, do you have any final words about what customers could do or things they could do for as far as financial literacy?
Yes, I think that they should take a close look at their financials. I call it a financial evaluation. Look at where you're spending your money and if that area is actually benefiting you. I feel that people who spend a lot more money on fast food than cooking are actually throwing a lot of their money away because there's really no fast food restaurant that actually fills you up. Let's just be honest. It's just a quick thing because we're tired and we don't feel like cooking. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when you evaluate it, it helps you open your eyes to see, okay, this is where all my money is going. This is why I can't afford to do things I want to do because I'm too busy in a drive-through all the time because I'm being lazy instead of going to a store. And an example, of course, is when you go to the store, grab what you need. And if you don't have to, don't get a basket. You won't buy too much stuff. Just go buy whatever you're going to cook for dinner. Get into the habit of utilizing the same. Back in the day, they didn't have these problems because they cooked. They had a McDonald's and maybe a couple other things they could go to. Now we have a million fast food places, but
True.
that's one thing I would say. So just try to be more disciplined with your finances. I feel that a lot of us are missing out on the wealthier life because we don't have discipline and we don't have an understanding of how it works. So reach out to someone, even if it's not me. If there's someone else that's in your neighborhood or in your city that's doing a workshop, go get the information, especially if you want to live a better life.
So basically, you're saying that they need to create a plan.
They do. It's all about planning. And
Yes,
there's
to
people
plan everything out.
that, come get this policy with me and I'll help grow your money and all that. Like, look, start with you. Before you go out and start paying somebody every month for something, you take a look at it yourself. And if you have to go sit down with somebody and say, hey, can you help me figure this out? What am I doing wrong? Go with the actual financial planner, someone who can look at your money and tell you, no, this is not right. This is where all your money is going. So we need to move some of this away. We need to implement some alternatives to save you money. Or you need to start couponing something. They have coupons for fast food too. So,
Oh yeah, they do. I don't eat fast food, but so I didn't even think of that. But okay.
Me either, but some people do. So I'm like, hey, by all means, go ahead, but coupon. That's what
Yes. So coupons are very important. Look out for the coupons and different ways that you could save money. So
Yes.
definitely that's one thing. Cooking more at home, what you mentioned earlier, that definitely will save money.
And honestly, one thing that helped me and my family a lot is we don't have cable. We just got a Roku and all kinds of apps. We pay for those little apps. We pay maybe $80 a month, maybe less than that. We just bought what we
Girl, I don't have cable either. I got a Fire Stick, so.
If you're an entrepreneur, you really shouldn't have cable because you have no business watching TV all day.
Well, I don't really watch TV anyway. So for me, it was an unneeded expense. I'm like, I'm paying for this, and I don't really watch television. I'm busy, so.
Exactly. And I see it as paying for advertising anyway. No shots thrown to them, but I don't enjoy commercials that much. So
Oh, you know what? I never thought of it like that. You're paying for advertising because actually, when you're sitting down watching television, say the show is about an hour, the show is not really an hour. The show might be 45 minutes or half an hour.
Exactly. And all those 5 minutes are someone paying for a 30-second to a minute slot to advertise their business to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, people don't see that type of stuff.
Oh, so I see. Oh, I thought, because I know when I tell people I don't have cable, they're like, what? You don't have cable? Nope. I don't have time to watch TV.
Right. And you can watch sports on apps all the time. There's an app for everything. Like,
yeah, I use apps to watch television. If I want to watch a show, I don't miss my shows. I still watch my shows, but I just watch it on an app.
Right.
Yeah.
So we totally understand each other.
Yes, I got you. I definitely got you. Aunjane, this was so much fun. I have to tell you, I had so much fun talking to you today. It was such a delight. And definitely everyone, please contact Aunjane for your business needs as far as with financial literacy, understanding your financial health, and also if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking to start your own business, because the information and the tools Aunjane has are very, very, very they're very special, and they're very important, especially for entrepreneurs. I wish I knew Aunjane back when I started, because she actually has a kit with everything in it. So you don't even have to worry about, how I'm going to do my business cards, how I'm going to set up my banner. She has it all for you. So definitely check her out. All her contact information is in the show notes. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the description box below. So please check her out and follow her on Facebook and Instagram. So Aunjane, thank you so much for coming on once again. And
thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Yes. And everyone, bye. Have a good day. Thank you for listening into Just Dropping Gems. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you so much for listening to Just Dropping Gems podcast. This episode is sponsored by #Pure Romance by Venice. Venice Richards, your pure romance consultant, inspires women to enhance their intimate lives and take care of their sexual health. Book your party today. Info in the show notes or description box below. It is also sponsored by Keisha's Gems and Dropping Gems Publishing. Be sure to visit our website where we offer holistic solutions with the soul in mind. And check out my new books, Healthy Gems, Nourishing Practices and Self-Care Tips for Busy Individuals, and Holistic Gems, How to Treat Seasonal and Year-Long Allergies Naturally. Available on Amazon, or purchase an autographed copy on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.droppinggems.com. That's www.droppinggems.com. If you are interested in being a sponsor or advertising on this podcast, you can contact us at www.keishagems.com. That's www.keishagems.com, or email us at keishagems@gmail.com. Much abundance to you. Peace and blessings.